Hello, everybody. So the stock market had a vicious recovery today. Dead cat bounce, maybe. Was it a full recovery? Who knows? Let's talk about it. Let's get some numbers. James Bullard, who's one of the federal branch presidents, the Federal Reserve branch presidents out of St. Louis, was speaking today in Spain, and he brought up some really interesting things. He says that the economy is strong and he sees growth in the next quarters of 2022. I don't know. He says that the jobs market is doing as good as possible. He said that if you look at history, a recession, a severe recession, let me rephrase, severe recession, he says severe recession, is not necessary to bring down inflation. And then he brought 1994. And in 1994, they raised interest rates by 3%, the Federal Reserve. He mentioned that the second part of the 90s, 1995 and on, was good years, green years for the stock market and the economy. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. And he's trying to bring that into light right now. It's interesting that he said severe recession, severe recession. So if you don't have a severe recession, that's called a soft landing. If you have a severe recession, that's called a hard landing. Biden says there's not going to be a recession. Janet Yellen says there's not going to be a recession, or not necessarily a recession. Jerome Powell as well. But James Bullard said severe recession. Now I do believe we're currently in a recession. 2 GDP quarters, gross domestic product, 2 negative quarters, recession. First quarter, 1.5% down, negative GDP. Currently, I believe that we have a negative GDP quarter, which makes us in a recession right now. That's the consensus amongst people. I've been saying that for quite a while. We will only find out quarter two, I believe September 28th or 29th, which I'm going to be covering live. We're going to get the numbers for quarter two. So technically, we're in a recession right now. Severe recession? I don't know. I kind of want a recession, to be honest. I just want to get it over with. I want us to say we're in a recession so that everyone knows, the worst is here, and let's move forward. He said jobs market is super strong. Now, if we're currently in a recession and we're raising interest rates, usually to counteract the recession, we lower interest rates, not raise interest rates. And the reason why we want a strong jobs market to raise interest rates to counterbalance inflation is because the economy can handle the raising of interest rates, because we have such strong demand for work and we have so much labor. So the economy can eat up any rate hikes. But if we're currently in a recession, this will be the first time that we're actually raising interest rates during the recession, which is interesting to see what's going to happen. And if we are in a recession, you believe this is going to be a minimum recession, a soft landing, well, then the best time to buy stocks as is in a recession, and then you ride the wave in a bull run. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm personally not buying. I'm buying in next quarter. I'm waiting for at least the next quarter to see what's going to happen, and maybe I'll start buying in quarter three and quarter four. But me and you are different. We're not the same. I was buying stocks going down. At this point, I accumulated enough. And right now, I want to have cash on the sidelines, which I do have cash on the sidelines, around 55,000, something like this. And I'm going to be buying in the next quarters. And if I miss the bottom, it's okay. You don't need to catch the bottom. You need to catch the bottom-ish, right? The bottom-ish. So you don't need this point. You don't need that. You need that, right? And if you can get that, you can ride the wave up. And the wave up for the bull run, it's strong, guys. Now, you might think I'm an idiot and just babbling, but think about it. He said that they will support a 75 basis points rate hike in July, most likely. And I believe that in July, if we have the rate hike, in August, we don't have a meeting. And then in September, we have the next meeting. I think we're going to get a 50 basis points or a 25 basis points, probably 50. Now, if this happens, the stock market is going to rally. That's what I believe. The second that they lower it from 75 to the next number, which is 50 or 25, but probably 50, stock market is going to start recovering and rallying. Why? Because they're going to say, okay, the worst is over. Let's move forward and recover. What happened today and what might still happen tomorrow, or might happen little by little, is overselling. Companies were oversold. That's it. People had enough of selling and they wanted to pick up some shares. If this stays, who knows? Palantir up 5.6%, NVIDIA over 5%, Unity over 5%, Tesla nearly 10%. It was a great day, man. It was a great day. And this is a small recovery following the worst start ever. Really, really bad. Buller did say that they're seeing signs of inflation going down. What those signs are, I don't know, and we're going to know in the next meeting, or maybe they're going to do in a press conference. I don't know. I'm going to cover the CPI data next month. And if the CPI data goes down, that'll be really, really good. Also, the market might see that as a small recovery. Crypto market, man, Bitcoin hit 17,580. I know because I had a buy order at 17,500. Bitcoin recovered over 20% from that down point. All crypto is following Bitcoin suit. It's going up. I'm buying crypto every single day. $200 a day of Algorand plus an extra buy order of 200. If you guys are from my stock channel, Algorand is headed by a guy called Silvio McCallie. He's the one that invented most of the technology being used in crypto today. SEC Chairman Gensler actually spoke about cryptocurrency in universities, and he's a big fan of Silvio McCallie. Also, Charles Hoskinson, the inventor of Cardano, admits that Silvio McCallie, he's a fan of him, they're friends, admits that Silvio McCallie made up most of the technology that's in cryptocurrency. He's an award-winning, Turing Award winner. That's like the Nobel Peace Prize in mathematics, but I won't go into crypto too much. And the CEO of Algorand is actually an ex-C-level executive from JP Morgan, worked at the Treasury Department, worked from the NASDAQ. Tom Nash, if you're watching this video, which I doubt, you would appreciate her. Stacy Warden. Her name is Stacy Warden. And Algorand is trying to mesh CeFi and DeFi. CeFi stands for central finance. DeFi stands for decentralized finance. The reason I'm saying this is because somebody made in my comments, you're such a good YouTuber. Thank you so much. Why are you wasting your time on cryptocurrency coins? I don't know. I don't agree with that. Bitcoin, I'm buying at $100 every single day. I bought a full Bitcoin at 20, 25, 22.5. So, yeah, I have a lot of buy orders. I don't know if the market is going to recover. I'll take it. Today was a good day. Puts a smile on people's faces, right? And all in all, it was a great day. And even if it's short-lived, even if it's for one day, it feels good. Maybe people had enough. It's at the end of the day, it's supply and demand. Is the demand for the stocks? Is the demand for the cryptocurrency? Is the demand for the real estate outpacing the supply of said stocks, said crypto, and said real estate? That's all it is at the end of the day. Supply and demand. And that's also what inflation is. And I don't know if it helps or not. One of my boys has a huge company, a nationwide company. I'm not going to tell you what the name is. And he does a lot of shipments from Europe and shipments from around the world. He says supply chains are loosening up. It's still bad, but he says it is getting better. I know a lot of people that spent grips on some crazy sports cars when there was only like 3 of them in New York. I won't tell you the car either. And now there's 40 of said sports car in New York. So it's more readily available and the prices are going down. Watch market, great watch market, right? My AP at one point was worth $70,000, $22,000 factory. That's how much it costs in the store if you can get it, but you can't. It was worth 70 grand 2 months ago. Now it was worth 45, if I'm not mistaken. So prices are going to go down. They are going down. All the people that got the money from PPP, all the people that got money from SBA loans, they spent it. Now they're relaxing. Everybody had their shopping spree. Now people are relaxing. How this ends, I don't know, guys. I hope you get something from these videos, the data that I give you, at least something, and make your own informed decisions. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm purely an entertainer and educator at best. If you need stocks, I have a link to Webull down below. I don't care if you use it or not. And just do your own research, guys. Thank you, and have a great day.